Olathe and all across the metro are having important conversations this weekend in the aftermath of yesterday's shooting at Olathe East High School. But knowing how to approach these tough topics and where to begin can be daunting. KCTV5's Morgan Mobley talked to two psychologists about handling trauma with your teenagers.
It's important to begin from the understanding that every student will handle this differently. Some may feel unsafe as they walk back into school Monday morning, while others may shrug it off. They need to know whatever the response is, whatever they are feeling is okay.
It's very overwhelming to be in a place where you're like, oh, now I have to go back to school on Monday. How am I going to deal with that?
I was pretty calm about it. I felt a little uneasy in my stomach.
These students at Olathe East High School have practiced school shooting drills time and time again, but never thought they would need to put those drills into play. A lot of them still in shock after one of their fellow students opened fire on an assistant principal and school resource officer Friday morning.
A lot of times they go into shock initially, and that's there to help protect you. It's a good thing.
Karen Montgomery and Caroline Danda are two local moms and mental health experts. They know it can be overwhelming to address a traumatic incident like this with your child, but say it is vital to sit down and talk.
Are we having conversations? And that's something that we need to do. A lot of times people think, oh, if I talk about it, it's going to make it bigger. But that's not the case.
Before beginning that conversation, they encourage you to assess your own mental health first. Your student will feel your distress.
If our parents who are already raw and drained are traumatized, if they deal with their own stuff, then they are able to have their sense of safety and calm. They can give that to their children.
When you feel ready, start off acknowledging what happened and then simply be inquisitive.
Say, that's a pretty big thing that happened. And I wonder if you have any questions for me. I wonder if there's anything I could do to help you feel safer. But the biggest thing you want to communicate is there's nothing you can tell me that I can't handle, and we can get through anything together.
If you worry that your student might be suffering from PTSD, here are some signs to look out for.
What we really look for are patterns of behavior that are consistent over time. So the things that I might worry about is ongoing irritability, ongoing withdrawal or isolation. It might be more risk-taking behavior. It might be ways that they feel sad. It might be difficulty concentrating.
Remember, trauma doesn't have a timetable. If your student seems fine right now, impacts of this shooting could surface later down the road. Parents, if you pick up on patterns or signs of trauma in your student, there are a lot of resources available. There will be extra counseling on hand at Olathe East next week. You can also start a conversation with your child's pediatrician about the best course of action. In the newsroom, Morgan Mobley, KCTV 5 News.